Hello everyone and welcome to Photoshop Logo History. In today's video we're going to take a look at how the Photoshop icon started, how it evolved throughout the times and how it is currently. Photoshop was created in 1988 by two brothers, John and Thomas Knoll. Thomas is a software engineer and John is a visual artist. Photoshop was not originally called Photoshop, but basically they changed a lot of names until they landed with Photoshop. And in 1995, Adobe bought Photoshop. Now, the first movie to use Photoshop was The Abyss 1989, and they used Photoshop to create fake water tentacles for their monster. Now let's move on to the logos. In 1988 until 1990, and it's like a soap because Photoshop, and it has 1 hour. I don't know why it has one HR on the top. It's kinda cool, it's kinda vibey, but I don't think it's a good representation of the power that Photoshop had. After that, we have three different styles that Photoshop kinda went throughout the years. The first one is an eye. We have the first version of the eye in 1990 to 1991, and it's basically a square with a pixelated eye and this four corner basically piece. Now I kinda like it, it's simple, it's not too much and not too little. Then in 1991 they added a red stroke around it and basically the eye got more realistic. It makes the program look even better and thus it makes more realistic outcome than it would before. So it's a good update to the logo. And adding color is good because now you have something to identify Photoshop with. Then we have three different colors and the eye got even more realistic, which again showcases that the program is getting better and the results are getting even better that you can get with the programs, and the colors adds like a cool element. Then the eye got even better, but we fall back to the red color and we have removed the other colors. Now again this adds the realism element of Photoshop, and it also adds a color that we can identify it by. And it hasn't changed a lot since the first time, it just got more realistic. The style of it is the same, and the style you got stayed the same in the next variation, with an eye getting even more realistic. After 12 years of having this style, for some reason they decided to switch the whole vibe of the eye and make it this square with the beats, but we have now a circle that now the eye focuses and the eye is not straight, it's looking towards somewhere. But we have the blue color that we associate the Photoshop right now. So now with the realism element, yeah, it got even more realistic, and the color showcases that you can do great results also in color. We have the Photoshop feather. We moved from the eye to the feather. This got only two changes, and the first change was so cool. Like this 2003 to 2005 feather icon was really cool. Like if we remove the gray thing from the behind, it just looks so clean but so colorful and so professional at the same time. I don't know why, but I just really like it, and it's my favorite logo that Photoshop had as a visual style. But I don't think that it fits the Photoshop brand as well as the current ones do, because it looks like too much in a way for Photoshop. Then it got an update and we have blue and green, cyan, whatever the color is, and now the feather is pointing the other way, but I still prefer the previous version because it looks so cool. And as I mentioned, the feather only had two changes, and now we have the Photoshop letter type era. Basically all the Adobe products switched to this style and got their unique color. Photoshop was assigned with a blue color, and we start off with 2007 and a white PS and a gradient blue. Now this is quite cool to see, I like it, but the next one isn't it, chief. Like I don't really like it, the black just ruins it, and also they changed the blue, but the blue became even moodier, so we don't really have a contrast. It's like you turned off the brightness to the icon. And then in 2010 we get to a shade of blue that we associate more with the Photoshop icon, and this is a blue on blue style. Now I don't know about the readability that this color would have, but I really like it. And then we have this basically frame where every icon got its unique frame, which is the same color the frame as the lettering, and we have a background. Now this is a cool style and I really like it, but they don't really use it anymore. And it got some variation throughout the years, the shade stained, and my favorite variation of that is in 2019 to 2020, where the lettering changed color and became white, which may help it look cleaner and also pop more as a PS. But now in 2020 we have gotten rid of the frame and we have a dark blue on a brighter blue on the inside, which throughout all their logos is the most professional looking. So great job on that, and I think that every other Adobe product is getting this change or will get it in some months. So these are all the logos that Photoshop used throughout their history. Tell me down in the description which one you liked. I prefer the 2003 to 2005 feather one because it looks so cool, but it doesn't fit the brand. So if we mention fitting the brand, I would prefer either the 2019 to 2020 or the 2020 to now, which I feel like the best one yet for the lettering category. But see you in the next video. Goodbye.